So welcome back to part 2 of the Final Class Trial, guys. So in the last one we figured out a lot of bullcrap that we didn't know, and now I got no text. Oh, there we go. What are you saying? What's wrong with those lights? But yeah, we kind of figured out a lot of stuff, but we still haven't figured out who killed Makoto Ukusaba and this and that. I know who. I know a lot, but, you know, I forget how to do this class trial. As we see, I fucked up a bit. I've mentioned this already, but the biolab is being used as a morgue. The refrigerator storage units in that room contain the bodies of all of your victims. And when a unit is in use, the light on its panel turns blue. In other words, each of the units with the blue light contained a corpse. However, including the container Makoto Ukusaba's body was stored in, there was a total of 9 lights lit. And what does that mean? Chew it up real nice and spoon feed it to me. 9 is not the right number of lights. In reality, there should actually be 10 lights. Given what we know, 10 lights should be lit. That's the only number that makes any sense. But why wouldn't 9 make sense? Think back on who we've lost so far, and I'm sure you'll see why. Yes, the answer lies in everyone we've lost. Maizono was the first. Enoshima was the second. Kuwata was the third. And Fujisaki was the 4th victim. The 5th was Uwada. And the 6th and 7th victims were Ishimoto and Yamada. The 8th victim was Celeste. The 9th was Ugami. And the 10th victim was Makoto Ukusaba, even though she's probably the first, technically. Wait, then there are 10 in all. Exactly. Given what we know, there should be a total of 10 victims. However, there were only 9 bodies being stored in the biolab. One of the bodies disappeared. I've got it! That puppet must have disposed of one of the bodies to get rid of evidence. If he were going to do that, he would have gotten rid of the body connected to this case, Makoto Ukusaba's, but her corpse was still there. So whose body's missing? Actually, there isn't a missing body at all. If nothing's missing, then why do the numbers match up? Including Monokuma's executions, 10 murders have taken place. However, there were only 9 victims. That's why. That doesn't make any sense. How could there be less victims than the people who were killed? 10 murders took place, but only 9 people fell victim. Why? What could have caused that to happen? Same person killed twice? No. 1 probably disposed of. Only 9 murders. There weren't 10 murders, there were actually 9. That's, I fucked up. No. Person killed twice. Is the only thing now that makes sense then. Same person killed twice. What if the same person was murdered twice? Huh? Murdered twice? Of the 10 deaths that have occurred, one of those was the murder of someone who had been killed once already. So someone who was already dead got killed again. If that's the case, then there would be only 9 victims, despite there having been 10 murders. Well, sure, but that's quite probable. In fact, that's exactly what happened. It sounds like you not only know that, but also who was killed a second time. Of course, it was Makoto Ukusaba. In other words, before being killed as Makoto Ukusaba, she was killed as someone else. And that explains why, before we found her body in that garden, it was being stored in the biolab. No, that couldn't be. There's no way Makoto Ukusaba was killed as someone else. Anyway, who is this someone else? Her cause of death should tell you everything you need to know. That won't tell you nothing. After all, it's just your crazy fantasy, kitty kitty. No, it does explain it. Monokuma File 5. Well, it does explain stuff, but... Oh. Do you think Makoto Ukusaba was killed as someone else? Okay, was that someone Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Fujisaki? Mondo Uwada? Kyoto Ishimaru? Yamada? Celeste, what's-her-face? Ugami? No. Someone getting killed twice is just ridiculous. Okay. No, not Maizono. I think we need to take that. Yes, I actually got it. They'll take that. No, no, no. Yep, I figured as much. Because that would make sense. And you'll all see why. If you haven't already caught on, you're about to find out why. Junko Enoshima. The wounds that killed her, the wounds that killed Makurukusaba are fairly similar, aren't they? What do you mean by similar? She was stabbed all to hell. What I'm saying is, Enoshima was impaled by a whole bunch of spears, and that's how she died. Makurukusaba's cause of death was a large number of wounds covering her body. Junko Enoshima's cause of death was the large number of spears piercing her body. They aren't just similar, they're the same. Yes, and they're the only two causes of death so eerily identical. And for that reason, I believe that those two bodies belong to the same person. So what you're saying is... oh, she was dead. That the skewered body of Junko Enoshima was preserved in the biolab, and then after nearly 3 weeks, it was taken out again. And appeared before us as Makurukusaba. The pieces fit, don't they? It explains how the wounds that killed her weren't inflicted recently. So it's true, Shima's corpse and Makurukusaba's corpse belong to the same person. Wait, but then... what does that mean? Since there were actually 9 victims, not 10, it means that someone we thought was dead is actually still alive. And they're the Puppet Master. Who is it, dude? Who's the Puppet Master? Isn't it obvious? Makurukusaba, she's still alive. Wrong. She used Enoshima's corpse to make it appear as though she herself was dead. Therefore, Makurukusaba is still alive. She has to be. You have nothing to say. I'm right, aren't I? Makurukusaba is alive. Makurukusaba is still alive. But, is that really the case? No, I don't think it is. It is not possible for her to be alive. Non-stop debate. The Ikusaba's cause of death, Monokuma File 5, Makurukusaba's student profile. The body we found in the garden. That was not Makurukusaba. I'm pretty sure I get to throw them on the Monokuma File then. Well, the student profile. No. Crickets. Okay. This is a simple one. The student profile, you dimwit. The tattoo tells all. Yet people seem to keep forgetting about that tattoo, I think. The genius is not within these people. No, there's no question that the body we found in the garden was Makurukusaba's. Her body measurements match the information found in Makurukusaba's student profile exactly. Isn't that right, kitty kitty? Makurukusaba's height is 169 centimeters and her height is 44 kg. Her bust, 80 centimeters, waist, 55 centimeters, hip, 82 centimeters. All of which exactly match the corpse. And to top it off, there's also her friend rare tattoo. I'm positive it is Makurukusaba's body. But if she's not alive, then who? Someone who's actually alive is pretending to be dead. And there's only one person it could be. Make an accusation. Nope. 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 Boom! You are alive. Junko Enoshima. She's the only one who's still alive. It couldn't be anyone else. Is that really true, though? Huh? I'll admit that, as long as Makurukusaba's dead, then the only possibility is Junko Enoshima. Yeah, we did watch her get pierced to death, but that was. However, we watched her get scared before our very eyes. For Junko Enoshima to still be alive, her death would have had to have been a performance. But you yourself confirmed that she was dead, did you not? Come to think of it. I gently brought my hand to Enoshima's dead body, like they did on the TV and the movies. I checked her pulse in her neck and wrist. She's really dead. There was no other way to say it. She was completely and utterly dead. I confirmed that she was died with my own hands. Enoshima was dead, there's no question that she was dead. Then, all about this about her being alive is probably wrong. You've already retracted your claim? And you tried so hard too. I feel for you, Nagai, but it seems like your logic wasn't quite so logical. Too bad, so sad. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, you haven't given up yet, have you, Nagai? Of course not. There's no way I'd give up. Well, I'm glad you haven't given up. How do you plan to clear up this problem you've gotten yourself into? Joko Toshima is unmistakably dead, and Ukasaba is also unmistakably dead. So they're both dead, dude. We're the only survivors. What about flipping the problem on its head? Huh? Flipping it on its head? Assuming Junko Inoshima is alive, how did she manage to survive? How she survived? I confirmed it myself, so I'm positive she's dead. If she's still alive despite that, then does that mean it wasn't Junko Inoshima who was murdered? That it wasn't Junko Inoshima but someone else? Using some sort of trick. It is really easy, it's called a disguise. But I don't think that's the word here. I don't know that word. Yes, I do. Switch. S-W-I-T-C-H. I was really trying to figure out what that word was for a minute. Boom! So that's what, phase 10? Yeah, we got 7 more phases. Woo! We're doing it! Finally. I've got it. What if Junko Inoshima switched places with someone? She switched places. What I'm saying is she switched places with someone before being killed. And that someone was Makoto Ukusaba. If so, then that would make the body reused in the garden murder Makoto Ukusaba as well. On top of that, Junko Inoshima's measurements match the info in Makoto Ukusaba's student profile. But if they switch places... How do you explain what we saw that day, dude? That was most definitely Shima who got speared. And anyway, when exactly did they switch places? Yeah, it was kind of instant. Did she perhaps use some sort of secret ninja art to switch places just before she was killed? Yeah, there isn't any way they could have made the switch. I guess we're on the wrong track. There is a way. The only way the two of them could have switched places that covers all these possible issues. From the beginning. Duh. It's likely that the two of them had switched places from the beginning. From the beginning. From the time we first met. If we assume the two of them had already switched places then. And it's plausible. There's no need to make the switch just before she's killed. Because the person who was killed was Makoto Ukusaba all along. Well, wait! Then the Shima we met wasn't her. Was actually Makoto Ukusaba? It's probably Ikasaba, actually. So that means we've actually met Makoto Ukusaba? I even talked to her like it was no big deal. We all met knowing little about one another. So the moment Makoto Ikusaba introduced herself as Junko Inoshima, we had no way of telling the difference. And that's how they switched places, by doing so before anyone could notice. But hey, didn't Makoto Ikusaba have a tattoo on the back of her head? Hand. There wasn't a tattoo on Inoshima's hand, though, was there? Makeup. Duh. I'm sure she just kept it hidden using foundation or something. And as a result of the explosion and the water used to put out the fire, it came off, revealing the tattoo. And, on that note, the fake nails on Makoto Ikusaba's corpse. Same as hers. Are the same red fake nails Junko Inoshima wore. But if she was using foundation, yes, it means the lack of a tattoo is insignificant proof that someone isn't Makoto Ikusaba. So, you did us a huge favor by not catching on to that during the discussion about who attacked Nagai. Too bad for you, Monokuma. It's too late to deny it now. So seriously, the whole thing has been in the works from the get-go? I must admit, it's quite the elaborate scheme, having Makoto Ikusaba assume the role of Junko Inoshima. And they were able to pull off something so elaborate because they were working together. For her to be working with Makoto Ikusaba, a member of the Super Duper High School Despair, that means it's possible that Junko Inoshima is also a member of the Super Duper High School Despair. What's wrong? Did you lose the will to argue? He's just scared, that's all. Scared? Scared of what? Fear and terror and emotions rooted in hope. All I have is despair. So, such emotions mean nothing to me. Then, why the solid routine? Because you're retarded! You really think I'm Junko Inoshima? You poo-poo as if. Then tell me why you tried to obscure information about the real Junko Inoshima. I tried to obscure... I tried to obscure info about Inoshima? And when did I do that? I didn't think he'd admit to it so easily. But, try as he might, he's not fooling me. Because I've caught on to his tricks. He hasn't hidden information just once but twice. The first time the Puppet Master concealed something was during my investigation. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Jesus fuck, I don't know. Trying to think. I don't know though. First time Puppet Master was doing the investigation. Present the places to investigate? What about it? Nope. I didn't think that was it. Kind of at a standstill. During my investigation. I want to say the white vinyl sheet. Nope, that's not going to do much. Student profile? Christ, I don't know. I don't know, so jump it, guys. Okay, so I did figure it out, guys. It was the interview DVD, I guess. But, you know, oh well. While I was watching the DVD with all of our interviews in the AV room, it wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player, too. Naturally, the video stopped playing, but what the... Why did... Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appear to be experiencing technical difficulties. What? Technical difficulties now of all times? Technical difficulties are never late, nor are they early. They occur precisely when they mean to. It's almost like magic. Sorry if I moved my microphone, sorry if it wasn't very loud. You deliberately prevented me from watching the rest of that DVD, and the reason you did is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko Inoshima recorded there. I get it, dude. A DVD with footage of all of us would obviously have Shima on it, too. And if the guy had seen the real Inoshima, he would have figured out that the Inoshima we all met the first day was a fake. That was just a coincidence. That was no coincidence. The Puppet Master was definitely responsible. Besides, that's not the only time he tried to hide information about her from us. There's another case, aside from that DVD, that I can throw in his face. Which is... Michigan Talk Battle. Great. Holy fuck. faster and I won't be able to do it. Okay. Fire the kill shot. Headmaster's photograph. Try to hide it. What's your evidence? Group photo? Oh! Oh, it was. Heart attack. Okay, that was phase 11. What's the group photograph going to do with it, though, I wonder? The DVD isn't the only time you tried to conceal information. You did the same with those group photos. My heart. I noticed it while I was comparing the pictures you gave everyone. There's something strange in each of these pictures has in common. And what is strange about them? There's something strange each of these pictures has in common. She's not there? Oh, she is, but her face is never shown. Yeah. And that something is her face. Junko Inishima's face. Her face is the only one that isn't shown in every single photograph. 1 sec. Okay, it's all good. Yeah, her face, she's just always turned around or it's covered. It's kind of funny. No matter how you look at it, her face not being visible in even a single photo is extremely unusual. Plus, Makoto Ukusaba does appear in these pictures, which means that when they were taken, the two of them had not yet switched places. In which case, the Junko Enoshima whose face is hidden here is, without a doubt, the real thing. Which is exactly why you had to choose pictures to give us where her face couldn't be seen. Because if we were to see the real Junko Enoshima's face, we would learn the truth. That the Junko Enoshima we knew wasn't the one in these pictures. Sean knew. I don't know. Sorry about that. That guy's right about everything. Junko Enoshima and Makoto Ukusaba traded places before we met. And the real Junko Enoshima, who killed Makoto Ukusaba to make it appear as though she was dead, is alive now. And she's the ringleader behind the Academic Coliseum. She is super duper high school despair, and she is the Puppet Master. Fashandu? Okay. And with that, we've revealed the Puppet Master's identity and explained how the murder was carried out. No, you've got me all wrong, see. Don't waste your breath. There's nothing left for you to run. I'll show you the completed puzzle and bring an end to this. Oh, good, I gotta do this climax stuff. Okay. What do you say? The Super High School supermodel we met in the entrance hall was actually... Okay. Next, boom, splat. You know, she realizes, wait a minute, I'm dying. You say, after murdering Makoto Ukusaba, the Puppet Master stored her body in here. But there's not anything that shows the biolab itself. Okay. The Puppet Master attempted to attack me, and her weapon of choice was, well, that's simple. Knife. Someone stopped the Puppet Master before she could get her attack through. Oh no, so... Pretty sure that would work. Having failed in her attack, the Puppet Master fled from the room. Pretty sure that'd be it. What condition was the masked corpse in when it first discovered in the biotonical pod? Okay, so what condition? Like that. And as a result of the explosion, we had no way to identify corpse. Because Kaplue and I think that's it. Oh no, I'm missing one. What happened? Having failed in her attack, the Puppet Master fled from my room. Oh. And the Master removed her mask and put it to use for something else. Begin! Sorry, begin! Okay, let's see if I was right. If not, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of edit. Not long after arriving at this academy, we met Joko Inoshima, the super high school supermodel. But she wasn't the real Joko Inoshima. Okay, that was right. The girl who stood before us had switched places with Joko Inoshima. She was the 16th student, Mukuro Ikesaba. Oh, stomp. Come! Daddy dead. And she's like, oh shit. However, it wasn't long before this she was murdered by Monokuma, aka the Puppet Master, as Junko Inoshima. Having preserved her body in the biolab, which serves as a morgue, the Puppet Master made use of her again. She removed her body from the biolab, wrapped it up in a vinyl sheet, and carried it to the garden. Oh, so she could get rid of Kitty Kitty by setting her up and take the fall from Mukuro Ikesaba's staged murder. To make it appear as though Mukuro Ikesaba was still alive and secretly moving about the school. Okay, so if I'm completely right... Yes! The Puppet Master hid her face beneath the mask and plotted to kill me. But they fled. Then, having burned the image of that mask into my mind, she fled the room. Yeah, I'm completely right. And I put the mask on Mukuro Ikesaba's body, to make me think that Mukuro Ikesaba and this person who attacked me were the one and the same, so we would believe that she had just recently been murdered. And finally, the Puppet Master planted a bomb on the body so she could destroy the evidence, so she could hide the fact that the body, that Mukuro Ikesaba and Joko Inoshima, the person we all met in the very beginning, were the same individual. This is the truth behind Mukuro Ikesaba's murder, and the person who orchestrated it is the person who controls Monokuma, the Puppet Master. Which is Junko Inoshima. And the real Junko Inoshima. Boom! Truth! How's that? That was everything there is to know about this case. What? Back to your old broken down act? You can't run and you can't try to run, but we're not letting you get away. Come on, man! Show yourself already! You're not an endangered species. How long are you gonna stay in hiding? Give it up, Junko Inoshima. It's over. Over. Do you think the climax would really be the end? Well, you're wrong. We're just getting started. And we actually get to see the Puppet Master. Junko Inoshima. The one behind it all. Same uniform. I've been waiting. Oh yes, I've been waiting. Waiting to find mortals like you. Submit yourselves to me, and half the world is yours. I've already prepared titles for the real estate. I'll even throw in fame, fortune, and a home-cooked meal. What do you say? Do you submit? No. Were you serious about that? I'm sorry, that was a joke. It's been so long since I've been out in public that I've forgotten what type of character I was. This is the Puppet Master? This is the real Junko Inoshima? In any case, I'm finally free. Day after day and week after week, constantly playing Monokuma. For someone as hopelessly fickle as me, that's worse than self-flagellation. It's suicide. More importantly, your face. What about my face? Is something wrong with his face? Which is said to be as disgustingly adorable as 100 chinchillas? It's like, I recognize you. I swear I've seen you somewhere before. Come to think of it, I recognize her too. I've seen that face somewhere before. Sometime. Before I came here. Entrance hall. Prep for the first day. The headmaster's office. The entrance hall. Really? But you're good human. We could see where we switched places in, hadn't they? Okay. Well, I don't know. That confused me. Prep for the first day. Okay, that's it. That's right. Before I came to this academy, I saw your face. Oh yeah, all over the magazines. Yeah, all over magazine covers. That's an impressive memory you've got there. I guess it wasn't just like that you... Oh, I knew it. Then what Mukuro Ikesaba told me in the entrance hall on the first day. I can't put my finger on it, but you look a little different in person. Oh? You're talking about, like, my cover shots, aren't you? Well, you got it then. You've always got they always get prettied up for the magazines. Prettied up? You know, like they touch them up. Ever heard of image editing software? Oh, that kind of touched up. Lying to oneself is another way of being optimistic. Occasionally a necessary thing. Well, being two different people is naturally something would seem different about them. I am me. Mukuro is Mukuro. No matter what or how much makeup she wears, she can never become the student or high school supermodel. So long as the barrier exists between the mind and the body, two beings can never become one. Even if they are twins. Twins? It almost feels cliche, so I'm embarrassed to admit it. But to put it simply, Mukuro and I are twins. Mukuro Kusaba, the architectural, athletic older sister, and me, the archetypical, adorable genius little sister. Jogoroshima, up in here! But I'm getting an episode here for today, so please comment, like, subscribe, guys. Tell me what you all thought of this crazy, screwed up episode, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care until then. Bye-bye.